in the early 1990s when her sister Alana was diagnosed with Canavan disease. And sadly, Alana passed away at the age of 3 years old in 1995. But it's profoundly affected, of course, her family and Rebecca, and that's why she's an intern with us. And actually, Rebecca was also awarded a Gottlieb Sibling Scholarship that we have, particularly for siblings and affected children. So today, she's going to talk to you about her experience as a sibling and also what NTSAD has meant to her family.
Good evening, everyone. The earliest memory I have of my sister Alana was shortly after she was born. I was sitting in the hospital in a corner of the room, and I was giving Alana her first bottle. I'll never forget the way my sister's big brown eyes stared up at me in wonderment and awe, and I knew that she was taking everything in. I stroked her soft cheek and gave her kisses as she curled up in my arms, and it was that moment that I knew I loved her more than anyone else in the world. When Alana was 6 months old, my parents began noticing that she wasn't developing as normally as she should have. Alana was having seizures regularly and was having trouble responding to visual cues. After countless visits to doctors who shook their heads and told us they simply had no idea, we finally found the answer. Alana had Canavan disease and would most likely die before her 4th birthday. I was devastated by the news, not fully understanding at only 4 years old what was happening to my baby sister. Dreams I had of riding our bikes together to the park and teaching her how to tie her shoes quickly faded away as a new harsh reality set in. Alana became consigned to a stroller with neck and leg support and would never learn to walk, talk, or sit up by herself. It was hard for me to accept my sister's limitations at first. All I wanted was for her to be like the siblings of my friends. All I wanted was for her to be normal. It took a while, but eventually I learned to look past my sister's disability and see her for who she really was. Instead of focusing on what she couldn't do, I focused on what she could. She had the most infectious laugh and the brightest smile that I have ever seen. Since she couldn't play tag or ride a bike, I made up my own games to play with her, special games that were just for her and me. I embraced my sister's disability. I figured that her differences were what made her special. I relished the fact that she needed me there for her to do even the most basic tasks. I loved the special bond that I had with my sister. Alana brought a light and energy to my life that would never be extinguished. My parents reached out to our community, hoping that we could find someone who would understand our struggle. Eventually, we connected with NTSAD, and the support and comfort they provided was invaluable. The family conferences were a yearly staple for our family, and it was such a relief to know that there were other people out there going through similar situations who understood exactly what my family needed and what we were going through. When I was 7, Alana passed away in her sleep. It was incredibly painful for me, and I felt as though the hole in my heart would never truly heal. NTSAD was there for our family when nobody else quite knew what to say. Sympathy cards were tucked into our mailbox. People offered their condolences and tried to be understanding. But it was NTSAD and the families that were involved in the organization that truly made the difference. NTSAD is a family of people who understand, who get it. They truly comprehended the pain and the questions and the fear. They offered answers and hugs and smiles that helped put my family back together again. NTSAD has always been an important part of my life, and I continue to have the same passion for the organization that I did during Alana's life. Now I am interning at NTSAD, creating booklets for siblings of kids with genetic diseases to help them find the answers to the questions that I remember having during Alana's short life. It took me a long time to find the answers to these questions, but now that I have them, I want to pass them on to other siblings. These booklets will hopefully be a sense of comfort and support for these siblings, helping them to forge special relationships with their brothers and sisters. NTSAD is an incredible organization dedicated to the families who are involved, and it is an organization that I am honored to be a part of and work for this semester.